The primary goal is to help kids get free educations by using video through basketball to give kids the opportunity to get the proper exposure, to be seen in more places than just in their own families.
It's just a lot of things that my dad's missed out on just for Inthegymhoops.
He helping these kids more than they helping him.
He don't need to do that. He had a kid that was a high major, but he's out here promoting other kids, and I thought that was cool.
I started playing basketball when I was about 7. You ever played basketball, once you make a basket, you kind of get addicted to it. I was hooked. I'm from Racine, Wisconsin. I went to a high school called J.I. Case High School. My second year as a sophomore, I started varsity every game. In my junior year, we actually had a really good team. We went 20-4. We made it to the quarterfinals of the state tournament.
5'9" junior, number 10, Felix Rogers.
My senior year, I tore my ACL. I did not get to play basketball my senior year. I verbally committed to Marquette, but when I tore my ACL, they pulled the plug. Back in those days, they felt like, oh, your career is over with if you tear your ACL. I tore the MCL and the LCL. I tore all my ligaments in my knee, all of the cartilage. I had 77 staples, 2 screws. I was messed up. I went into a deep depression from that. My ultimate goal was that my parents wouldn't have to pay for me to go to college. I was like just determined to take a scholarship somewhere so that I can get an education. And I ended up going to a school in Rapid City, South Dakota. I was the only African American in the entire college. I was culture shocked. We were a very good team. It was a bunch of white guys, 1 black dude, and they're all trying to be engineers. First 7 games, I didn't get any playing time, but the coach said to me, Rogers, I know you're upset you're not getting any playing time, but you're gonna win this next game for us. And I was like, oh man, I'm about to get some playing time. That fool didn't put me in the game till 7 seconds left to go in the game. We were down by 2. I took the ball out, the kid gave me the ball right back. I dribbled the ball to the corner, pulled up from 3, game over, we win the game. And he comes up to me and tells me, I told you, Rogers, you're gonna win this game. And I was just so angry. Sophomore year, played the first semester, starting, doing well. But the whole first semester, I was not taking care of my studies. I ended up being declared ineligible. Come home, I got shot. Just at the wrong place at the wrong time. So I ended up going to Wisconsin Whitewater, and because I had a 1.79 GPA, it took hell and high water for them to get me in that school. I was 3.8, 4.0 every semester. I did great. I go out for the team. I was 6th-string point guard. Finally, he put me in. I hit 3 threes. The second half, I started, and from there, I never looked back. It's been that way with me with basketball since I can remember. Just given the opportunity, I could just come in and instant offense. I didn't have to warm up.
Honestly, I loved to watch Felix play when he was in college. I used to go to all his games, and it was exciting to watch him play.
I had a lot of experience. I had the opportunity to go play pro. And I had a decent job. I had an internship, a marketing internship for a company that I had 2 years, in 2 summers in a row. And it just made sense to take the job and start my life. And so me and my wife, I graduated in May of '95 from college, and then we got married in July. Then Nick was what, the next year? Nick came along in August of '96.
I just know that Nicholas was pretty young, maybe in middle school or high school when Felix was his coach.
We were on our way to practice. My dad called and he was like, hey, where you guys going? I was like, well, we on our way to the gym as usual. He was like, that's all y'all do is live in the gym. I was like, that's it.
And he came home all excited saying, hey, I got this name, because he had a little name like after us.
Fanzini B-Ball was the first name.
Felix, Adrena, Nicholas, and Sage.
I wanted it to be something about basketball.
One day, I guess my dad just woke up and said that he wanted to make this a business, and then boom.
And it all started really when I was just doing videos of Nick.
My video was nice, and I know a bunch of people seen it because it blew up. And then the summer after that, it jumped up to like double digits like that, like within like 2 weeks. I was just called left and right, I was getting calls.
He showed a lot of people a lot of love, particularly Kevin, and he got his videos out there. And Felix actually is the reason why Kevin got a lot of his offers. It wasn't high school. And his videos, was it his exposures where coaches would call me and say, hey, I seen your son's video.
The video is what got it started. It's what introduced me to all these coaches. And that's what gets started for everybody. They say a video you film of a nice move, or that you got handle, or that you got work ethic or something about you that stands out. That's what's gonna get you noticed, and that's what gets them to come to the game, and that's what happened.
I ended up getting 2 scholarships, one to Bay College and one to Iowa Lakes, just off of my highlight films.
This is not just a job. This is not just something he does. He is passionate. I mean, this is his heart. He loves Inthegymhoops. He loves basketball foremost, so to do Inthegymhoops is like a blessing for him.
And Inthegymhoops is just a platform, a vehicle that people can utilize to get the exposure that their kid needs in order for college to see them, or a professional team to see them, or a high school to see them.
You know, he has a relationship with college coaches. He has a relationship with the media, okay, newspapers and broadcasting industry. He has exposures with the coaches locally, you know, on the AAU level and the high school level. So all of that type of exposure is valuable to your kid.
It's valued because of, you know, the respect that Inthegymhoop has. So I think any kid can benefit from it. And, you know, it's just one of those things where it only takes one person to really say, hey, I really like this particular kid.
I think that's really cool that he can give other parents the insight. So it's not even just about the video, it's the information, it's the knowledge that he holds.
I can walk a parent from A to Z on what they have to do to get their kid a scholarship. And I know I can do it because I did it with my own 2 kids. My son graduated from Traders Point with 25 Division I offers.
Well, I love when a kid comes back and say, hey, you helped me. You did this for me.
That's what Inthegymhoops is all about, really helping kids go to school to get free educations. That's what the ultimate goal is for this company.
If you're doing what you're supposed to do and you get in the hindsight of Felix Rogers, you know you're bound to get seen at some point in time, because everybody knows who Inthegymhoops is, especially in Indiana. That's where we started it at.
Because he loves it from day one, he's put in a lot of time.
He's dedicated to our young athletes getting a true basketball experience.
He eats, breathes, and sleeps basketball.
I'm a basketball player that loves to help people by using the camera, not a video guy.
He made sure I was in the gym every day, made sure I was in the weight room every other day.
So, I mean, just his dedication just to basketball alone, and him teaching me how much he loved basketball made me love it more, because that's how I was raised.
I love it too. I mean, it's our family, and Inthegymhoops is a family business.
Great thing to have your family participate and believe in something that you created driving down the street. I love to help people. I love to see people go to college.
The type of exposure that they've been able to provide for years is unwarranted. It's documented. There's hundreds of kids who've gone on and been able to extend their careers, okay, because they got involved with the Inthegymhoops brand. And I think that's what separates it. And I don't think that's ever going to change.
Well, let's be honest, getting a scholarship saved a whole lot of money. And I attribute part of that to Inthegymhoops and Felix Rogers.
You know, he don't need to do that. He had a kid that was a high major. He could spend most of the time with his kid. But he's out here promoting other kids, and I thought that was cool.
Inthegymhoops is really more than just mixtapes. It's a lifestyle. It's a love, it's a passion, and it's a movement. And
and you need to be a part of it. And that's what I really believe.